couple of years ago, in the meantime, I was talking about weird things in the sky, and I still see weird things in the sky now and then, especially when I look online. I see a lot of fake as well. People lie off to fool someone else. But what I want to talk this time actually about something else, and that's the 21st of December this year. As we all know, this Maya calendar ends. Well, so what? In the meantime, they have found that this calendar is just a year calendar in that way. Big year, but it's nothing more than a calendar that will repeat and repeat and repeat. But is it? I don't think the world will end, or don't be afraid. That's the last thing I ever have been thinking about. What I do think about, that there is a slight possibility that the people who ever give this calendar to the Mayas will return at that date. That will be my dream. Realize that those people were never against us. They helped with building those beautiful buildings they once made, probably the pyramids as well, and then disappeared. Okay, they disappeared, but they left this calendar to let the people know at that particular day we will return. And if that's the case, that would be for me the ultimate thing. I've always been convinced, and I still am, that we are not alone. And if they will be so kind to show their bloody face, so I know they're not alone, we're not alone, that would be so cool. Besides of that, we might be able to learn a lot from them. And they might actually help us to solve some problems like the hate between Muslims and Christians, or the hate from Christians to whatever in the world, the gay people, and you know. Those people were, if they were from other planets, and that is my feeling, especially if you look at some of the paintings and drawings and whatever they made there in South America, and even in the pyramids, you can tell this is not about something on Earth. This guy looks like a dressed up astronaut. He seems to have a weapon that can put out fire. There are so many little things there that prove that the whole thing was not made by humans. There are actually maps of the Earth found that give you an idea of how the South Pole was. But I mean, that maps draws the South Pole as it was before there was ice on it. And believe me, how the hell could anyone know where the ice stopped and where the land started? In, what was it? I think the map is from something like 1700. The only way to make a map like that is if you have help from above. Someone flying over in an airplane with an absolute astonishing echo device or whatever that can look down and say, okay, here is water, there is ice, and there is land. And those maps prove to me one thing. Someone has been flying around to show us. And it's not with that map. There are more maps that prove it's impossible that we as humans have ever made those damn things. So what would be more better for us to see on the 21st of December this year, showing up the heroes from space? That would be cool. It's really something to dream about if you realize what they could mean for us. It could mean that we don't have to worry anymore about cancer. It means that we might not have to worry about wars anymore. Those guys might have the power to instantly look and say, okay, now all atomic bombs are gone. I simply say, click, and they disappear. That will be perfect. That will clean up the world a lot. And not to talk about biological weapons or all the shit people create to kill one another. It's a shame that we don't know what's going to happen. Because then maybe right now people will be so scared that they would start destroying all their weapons and they would start trying to make peace with one another instead of trying to kill one another. I mean, how many Americans or other people have to die in Afghanistan before we actually let those assholes do their own thing? If you want to kill one another, be my guest. I mean, why interfere? Because they might send planes again to the Twin Towers. I still think that's a joke anyway. There's so many things with that whole Twin Tower story that makes it unbelievable that those guys actually did it. Well, they let him go, let me put it that way, but they had also a lot of help. I mean, I don't know if you know the clips from the BBC where this lady is standing on a balcony or whatever it is, and you see in the background, you see half the Twin Towers and some other buildings, and the lady is explaining how another tower dropped down. The stupid thing is the tower is still there in the back. You can see it. And surprisingly enough, they lose their connection at the moment that you see the building starting to fall over. Hey, how did they know? Yeah, that was wintertime, summertime. Sorry. I mean, if you're mistaking an hour, it's probably because you knew what was going to happen. And how did they know? If this was an attack by terrorists, they were probably helped to do the attack. Helped by people who benefited from the fact that they could actually cut all liberties from the people and say we can spy on everyone now because it's dangerous. Yeah, my ass. Although I like it that when I go to the airport I have to go to all kind of security because I like to get to the other side of the ocean in a safe shape. I mean, I don't want to drop out of the air because some asshole is blowing his shoe, his underpants or whatever. So it's not a bad thing that they check me, and I'm more than willing to work along with that because I want to be safe too. But the fact that they scared me, and I think on purpose, by this Twin Tower shit is a little bit, no. I hope on the 21st of December, aliens will come. That will tell us that we make a fucking mess of things, that they have given us the earth and all the ideas they had to build something, and that we actually have destroyed the shit. And I'm not Greenpeace asshole because I don't like those guys. It's simply about how we behave as human beings, and they can correct us, I hope. It would be nice. It would be the ultimate dream. Science fiction is one thing, but seeing it for real is probably the ultimate thing. Let me know if you agree. Hey, talk to you.